Hey everyone, how are you all doing? Hope you're doing well and having a great day. Hope you had a good Christmas and a happy new year. So today I thought I'll jump into the expansion pack that I bought but haven't played much of it. Let's get back into the game. Put the volume on the TV. Hopefully it doesn't come through the microphone. So as you can see, I've done some races, but they were not at the most hardest difficulty, only on normal difficulty. But I'll try to do my best as I can. Maybe I'll just do normal difficulty for now, and maybe for another time. Go on the hardest one for now. We'll just go this way, see where it's at. The tourist one, number of laps 1, 20 cars. What else is there? Done that. I have not started on the American subcontinent side of things, or the Asian, or this one. Dragon's Trail. Let's try this one. A GR4 or the Civic or the Hyundai. I'll just go with that. Thanks. So I got a new wheel over Christmas. It's a Fanatec DD Extreme with the Gran Turismo wheel. So that pack basically from Fanatec. Still on the learning curve of getting used to the wheel and how it compares to the Logitech G29 that I had before. In terms of smoothness, this is, yeah, like everyone says, it's a night and day difference. So, but I think I got I think these are the V3 pedals, the one with the rubber grips on them, and then you can adjust them on this, like how much gap there is between the two pedals, or all the three pedals, sorry. Anyways, thanks, Sarah. Practice is starting. We'll go to the next one because I'm pretty sure it'll be okay. We'll go to qualies. We're on race tires, so I didn't realize that until then. I wanted to see that on purpose, how much the car bounces if I go over the sausage. Okay, warm-up lap, we'll just call that. I haven't played the game a lot over the holidays. Already ahead 2 seconds. We'll see how that goes by the end of the lap. Could have been better. Shifter pedals on this steering wheel compared to the G29. The G29 had a very metallic or metally type of click to it. It was very sharp, very snappy sound to it. This is more soft, I can describe it. But this is a kit wheel and pedals, so I'm not expecting great things, to be honest with them, or from them. But in all honesty, the G29 does make it, this wheel does make it look like a toy, that's for sure. Huge price difference, but I would say, well, hopefully in the long run, it's worth it. Gotta work on my braking point for that corner. The other thing that Polyphony added over the last update, the realistic downshifting. So you can't just go blip, 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 blip. Because in the real world it doesn't happen like that. You gotta slow the car down as fast or as slow as you are trying to shift down. Somewhat annoying, I guess, but as long as you're slowing down fast enough, it should work. Let's try that. No. No, it doesn't work, even though I press as hard as I can on the brake pedal. It does not want to downshift as fast as I'm trying to downshift. Okay, let's go back into the pits. I really do hope there wasn't a way to just end the qualifying time, to be honest, instead of fast tracking like the way it is. Like, you have to wait it out until it finishes whatever it is trying to do. Now, there's added time. Thank you, Sarah, whatever. And the intro to every single race like this, like if it's a Manufacturers and Nations Cup going on, yeah, there should be a press hold, or press X, or hold X to skip this bit. Apparently, yeah, it's supposed to be really, really difficult. As long as the driver itself is doing the right thing. saw somewhere a while ago that there was a GR3 car coming to Gran Turismo, I think, from Hyundai Elantra, sorry. I don't know if it's true or not. But it would be nice to have a more recent GR3 car in the game. Avoid the damn sausage. It'll send you to the moon. What the? I think the rear wheel got caught in that shuttle part of the track. Rear wheels hit the sausage somehow, somewhere. Radio. Don't need to see the replay. Nothing exciting happened on that race. Okay, great. What's the next one? FF tuning battle. Willow Spring, Big Willow. Oh, not a big fan of that track. It's in the daily race I saw. For some reason, the OBS decided not to work for a moment, which is unusual. Yes, 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 thanks very much. Let's go to quality, thanks, you. Great. little bit about the wheel that I got recently. Sorry, because these are the things that I did not know until after I got the wheel. So the base itself does have 15 nanometers of force feedback torque. However, with the GT wheel that you get and the QR2 Lite connector, which is made out of plastic basically, it's limited to 9 newton meters of torque, so you don't get the 15. To get the 15, I think you have to get the metal QR adapter with the compatible wheel, I'm guessing, to go with it. Then you might be able to get the 15 nanometers of force feedback. Otherwise, it's a 9 Newton meter setup. Something to keep in mind if you're thinking about getting this one. I did watch a couple of reviews before buying it, but I don't remember if any of them mentioned this bit. Everyone says, yeah, it's 15 nanometers of torque. Yeah, that's fantastic. However, with the wheel that it comes with and the QR adapter that it comes with, it's only 9 newton meters. Think about the Logitech RS50. Almost bought it once or twice. But then I kept thinking, if I buy that, am I going to be in the same boat again a year or so later on? That one has more force feedback, more strength. Should I go for it? So I went with the philosophy of buy it once, cry once. And now I'm finding out with the wheel, the base and the pedal that I've got now, I need to upgrade the racing cockpit. That'll be a few months of research. But I do have something in mind, what I want to go with, depending on money, the crucial factor. Unfortunately, in Australia, we're limited to what we can get. There are some things we can definitely buy, but when it comes to buying top-end stuff, there's not a whole lot of authorized resellers out there. Fast at 1.3. Actually slower, damn. Jesus. Buck 21, yeah. None of the sector times are fastest. Meh. But so far P1. Oh, P1 just, dang. So keep the lap times 5 laps. Keep the lap time but around 121, somewhere in there. Please skip. Oh, that TT looks nice. Oh my god. It really dies. Sandwiched. Hyundai, it's flying. Understeer, understeer, understeer. Loads of understeer. Slows down that Hyundai around that first corner. this turn here, it's so easy, I find, personally, for me, to go off track just about here if I don't slow it down enough. Damn. Oh, the poor tires. Dives. And he takes the lead. I bring that high-end pull away sometimes in the straight, but sometimes it just doesn't. In what realistic world was he able to go on the inside and dive bomb? So now he just backs off completely. How does that? How the hell does that work out? Weird. Probably coins. Four-star roulette ticket. Okay. I'm guessing 10,000. Best case 30,000. Let's go over here. Laguna Seca. I've never driven these cars in the game. I'm not sure if I'm missing out or not, but we'll go with the Camaro. Yup, great. As if this is the first time in the game we're trying to do this race over at Laguna Seca. Well, it's a fast car, or it feels fast. Feels faster than the Mazda, that's for sure. Okay, brakes are not as bad as I thought. I was just guessing the braking point. Bit tail happy down the corkscrew. Did he now? Dang, still. Blocking me from getting a best lap, my buddy. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm happy with that. Well, the bumper's strong. Okay. Solid American car. Alrighty. It's a rolling start. Okay. Is it to prevent wheel spin, I wonder? That looks pretty sick, that car, the red one before this. That in red. Avoid the sausage. And he goes flying past. Yes, I can see. Thanks, Sarah. Please go away. Do not add traction control. does slow you down, even though it's only at 1, the traction control. That was a dive bomb. Oh, come on. Oh my god. I'm actually having to focus here for sure. I pay attention to where I'm going. Stepped on it early. Why does it feel like this is not the best car for the race? Because every car, other car, it just pulls away. Hopefully I'm not just whinging. It's like some races are easy, some are not. Anyways, I tried my best, no shame in that. Right on. Ooh, fun. I thought you went away when I pressed X. How about we just drop the car in first gear and max out the RPM? Why not just change the gear to the second? I don't know. The right thing to do, perhaps. Oh, it feels very slippery already. Feels very slippery around the corners. It was supposed to be the lap. It feels like too much power. Prius tires. Trying to go around that track. Better, much better. Thanks very much. Come on, let's go. Still might not be the fastest lap. I feel like. No. By a second. That's much more like it. Alright, let's see if AI can beat that. Five laps of terror over at Michelin Road Atlanta. Wait, all the cars were parked before I hit start. I thought. This is taking too long. More like that. That should be awesome. Thanks. Wow, you just dive on the first corner and it makes it look like he's on softs. It's actually pulling away. That supercharger sounds noisy. Like that's very loud, sorry, that's the word I meant to use. As if I'm just parked, mate. Jeez. a bit to... Thanks, that was perfect. You spin out, and then put the cherry on top. Not that cherry. Oh, this is amazing. That's good racing. You spin out, then the AR spins you out because it says that's not good enough. And then you T-bone another car. All within whatever 200-300 meters. Almost 30 seconds. You make it the same mistake I did lap before. Ooh, that's great. That is the final lap, but I'm not there yet. Thanks. Guess I'll reattempt it another time. Wow. Yeah, I'll definitely have to retry that race another time. Set a personal best. Did I? I'm not sure about that, if it's in a good context. Right, let's see, what else have we got? Did I finish this race? No, I didn't, because I've got no points from that race. What else is there that I have? Oh, that's supposed to be good, I think, or am I just imagining? Number of laps, 8, okay. What else is there? Monza on that. Wait, I thought... Yeah. I did try this race a couple of days ago, but then the PS5 crashed for some reason. And even right now, it looks a bit sus because this display on the wheel says 166 kilometers an hour when I'm not driving. It should be off. Weird. I'm just gonna try to open these roulette tickets and see what I get from them. $5,000, my guess. If there is. Small pile, small pile. Oh, big pile. Is it still 5,000 or 10? 10. Yeah, thanks. Cool. The Audi TT, great. Saves me from buying one of them because I don't think I would have. Let's go do that race over at Monza. Is that the one? Yes, it is. Cool. I'll go with the GT3 RS, thanks. It's torture. It's torture, Sarah. Oh, love that car. That was early braking, I feel. messy through that chicane. Very messy, I feel. Try to brake just a tiny bit later than 150 mark. Maybe the ideal spot should be where the barrier is painted a bit orange, between the 100 and 150 mark, I think. That should be... yeah, come on, don't spin out. Because you're coming at such high speed, and this straight here, 150 should be okay, but if you brake hard, you might be able to pull it away. A little bit better, I think. Just a tiny bit better. Don't drift, you lose time. Do one more lap and see if it's any better. Yeah, that painted bit of the barrier is where I should brake from. And I just lost 0.2 of a second. All that time gained is gone. That's crazy. I think that's the best I can do for now. Be right back. I'm back. You made pole position. Congratulations. Awesome. Thanks. 4 laps. Yep. Oh, not this again. Wow, those wheels are gold. They're blinged out. This is fantastic. Seven and a half seconds, 9 positions to make in 4 laps, or 3.5. Yes, I'm dive bombing by AI. But that's what you would have done. If there's any space, you would have gone for it. Serrano with the 158 for the best lap. Beat that. Stop, thanks. How is he pulling up to me like that? No, piss off, mate. How can they accelerate just like that? Like they've got twice the power or something compared to you. It's gonna be P4, I guess. If I would have spun out of the same spot as I did on the first lap, that would have really been annoying. Is that how they go around you so fast? They make it look like you just parked. A bit too wide. Well, at least I was able to pull up on the podium. Sure, if I didn't spin out, that would have helped. Where to next? Where to next? Porsche Cup Legends, is that all? 5 laps of that. That should be fun, I think. 5 laps. What else is there? One lap of this. Okay, let's keep with the Porsche theme for now. It doesn't tell you what tires they're running until you're in the damn race. I'm contemplating between that or the AMG. I think AMG is more balanced for me personally. 1660 kilos, same amount of power. We'll experiment a little bit and see how it goes. "20 minutes of qualifying time." So you can do 2 laps, or the first one is going to be out lap, and the second one is going to be the actual lap where it counts. Sport medium tires. Feels a bit like the Camaro situation again, where it's slippery. Yeah. Not have to actually focus. Man. Excuse me. The crime I committed was touch the grass. Sorry about that. Not as easy as it looks, does it? Wow. What am I doing? What am I supposed to... There we go. The brakes don't feel like the carbon ceramic the car comes with. More like Corolla brakes on the GT3 RS. Or 3RS, as the internet called it, I think. The leaders are in the mini carousel. Jeez, he's far ahead. But I did spin out twice. Which one is the DRS button on this? If that's an option. Okay, so paying a little bit more extra attention to what I'm doing, I've saved about 40 seconds of time so far. But don't count on it, because it could go other direction. Jinxed it myself, didn't I? Great work. Sports medium on the 3RS. A little dicey, a little dicey. Hello, YouTube corner. Oh, sorry. Don't mean to swear. Nearly did. Nearly did. At the exit. Yeah, that's great, Sarah. Thanks. Did he? I'm not sure if I'm gonna make it to that sort of time, but let's see. wasn't too far off. Wow, okay. So you gotta be around 720 mark, low 20. If it can be under 20, then you're doing good. But if you're like at me with doing 725.362, yeah, that's not gonna go very far. So if you really want to maximize the quality time, that's a 3-lapper for sure. Or possibly a 3-lapper, yeah. So P6, that's where it's starting from. If I can improve 2 positions, that's job well done. Skip, 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 skip. Come on. M2 competition driven by Super GT. That'd be pretty funny if it actually said that. So let's try to, or I'm going to try to aim for not spinning out, clean lap, and see where I end up. Just said I don't want to spin out. Damn. Lost positions to Fraga. That's great. Stop. Jeez. Okay. How is it every single time nearly you spin out and face the wrong way? Does it have to do with physics, like the inertia of the car is so much? And the engine's at the back, but then how do you explain for the cars that have engine in the front? Excuse me. Don't hit the curves. They look like rain clouds up there. Now the car in front, he's pulling away. Don't remember what it was that he's driving. Well, I did not finish P6. It was more 8. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, guys. If you liked the video, please hit the like button and subscribe for more. I'll catch you in the next one. Take care. Have a good one. Bye-bye.